Hey everybody, Dustin Troyan, Supercar Sunday, Motor for Toys. A lot of people in Southern California know me from different car events I've done over the years and continue to do. And I thought I'd start sharing some of the vehicles that we own. And this is an incredible 1974 F-250 4x4 that I bought for my wife. And what an incredible truck. It was a one-owner truck. And I wasn't looking to buy anything. In fact, I had told my wife that we were done buying cars. You know, not enough time to work on them and things are expensive. And then this came along. So I was at one of my clients, Valley Indoor RV Storage, and there's a gentleman there with this truck and it was stored inside. And he said, "Hey, I hear you like cars." I said, "Yeah, I love cars. I love trucks. Anything with a motor, I love." And he goes, "Let me show you my truck. It's for sale." And it was inside, so I couldn't see how it actually looked, the paint looked. And what's really interesting is that my wife, we had a 77 F-250, and it was a nice truck, but it wasn't as nice as this. And a couple months earlier, my wife had said to me, "Boy, I wish we had a 70 square bodied GMC." She loves old GMCs, and she grew up on a farm, and her dad had one, so that's what she was looking for. And when the gentleman showed me this, you know, I mean, it's not a GMC, it is a Ford, but my God. So he was the original owner, bought it from Galpin in 1974. And he was a gentleman who worked in the studios as a special effects guy. And when he retired, he took the truck entirely apart, painted it in his driveway. And he said his goal was to find as many new old stock parts as possible. And he took the entire truck apart. All the bright work, he went and, you know, he did that little motion where he tapped it and got it as straight as could be. But the thing about this truck is, in all the years I've been doing car events, and that's, you know, over 25 years, I had never met a man who was so passionate about a vehicle. And he shared the truck with me. It was inside. I couldn't see the quality of the paint. I couldn't see the shine on the paint because it was, you know, not the best lighting. And I could see the pride and I could hear the pride in his voice. And again, I never have met somebody who really poured their heart and soul into a vehicle like this man. And I wasn't looking for a truck. We weren't looking for a truck. But his soul was in this truck. And if you've ever poured your heart and soul to something, I mean, this guy, it was unbelievable how much he loved this truck and the passion and energy he put into this truck. So I said, well, let me go grab my wife and kids and come back. So we came back about an hour later and he pulled the truck out, and this is exactly how it looked. Okay, I've had the truck for, I don't know, a year and a half, I think. But this is exactly how it looked. And I was shocked because the paint looks so good. It's got a 428, it's got AC, it's got heat, everything works. Now, when he pulled it out, my wife got you know, pretty happy, and my kids liked it. And when she opened the door to look at it, this seat cover was the same seat cover that her dad had on his GMC pickup truck. And when she pointed it out, I mean, she lit up like the 4th of July and gave me the look like, hey, we need to buy this thing. So the gentleman and I, we talked about the truck, and I said, let me talk to my wife, I'll call you. And the only way that I could do it is I had to unload something else. So I had a 54 Chevy 3100 Project that I found in the neighborhood, running, driving, registered, but it needed everything. So I told the man, here's what I'm willing to pay you, and I've got to sell this truck to do it. And he talked to his wife, he said, the truck's yours. So a couple days later, we picked it up. I sold the other truck pretty quickly. And look at this thing. Is it not incredible? And again, he had so much pride in this build. He fabricated this. Every bolt he put on, he said he replaced with stainless steel. You've got the KC lights here, stainless. He bent these, he made these. Check them out, both sides, so cool. So he made, fabricated, built external gas tank here, flips on a switch, flip, all it's running, transfers right over. back bumper. And he did have a shell on it at some point in time, but this thing is just unbelievable. And I told the guy when we picked it up, I said, we'll never sell this. It'll be part of our family. My goal, if you know me, my goal is to create as many memories with my family as possible. That's my number one goal. I do everything I can to spend time with my family. So when we picked it up, I picked it up from him a couple days later, and I was so excited. My wife and kids were at the kids' school. They were just getting out of school. So we met for our early dinner, and my daughter said, Daddy, can we go drive it on Mulholland? So I said, sure. So all four of us hopped in here. And interesting backstory is that my father had a 1974 Ford Courier. I'm sorry, 1978 Ford Courier. And he never owned a new car in his entire life. He bought that thing used in 78, and he drove it with no AC. That's another story. And here I am with this beautiful 74 F-250, my wife, my two kids, and we're sitting across the bench street. We get onto Mulholland, and I was just thinking, I wish my dad was still here with me to see this moment. I know he is in spirit. And I'm driving, a beautiful day like today. I mean, look at this. Beautiful day like today, right? Mulholland's right over there. And all of a sudden I had the strangest memory, and something was connecting with me, and I couldn't figure out what it was. And my hands remembered something. And what it was is, and it's crazy, this steering wheel wrap right here. See the steering wheel wrap? This is the same wrap my dad had on his 1978 Ford Courier. And so there I'm driving with my daughters, my wife, on Mulholland, listening to some great music, classic rock. And this steering wheel wrap made me think of my dad. So this, my wife still has her father, thank goodness. This made me think of my dad. And my dad always used to tell me, say, Dusty, you're a lucky guy. And it was unbelievable to me that this truck, which I love this thing. I mean, it's just astounding to me. It's so beautiful. There I was with my wife and two kids on Mulholland in Southern California on a beautiful day, and that steering wheel wrap reminded me of my dad, greatest man I know, and driving the truck I learned how to drive on. And yeah, that's this truck. That's the story. But the takeaway is that I'm honored to own this truck because the gentleman who had it since new trusted to sell it to me. And I told him, I said, I have a 69 Fastback we built for my wife. It took me 20 years to build it, and it's a beautiful car. It's 99% done. I told him, I said, I understand what you've done here. I get it. And there could be someone, I know there's somebody that will pay you more than I'm offering you, and it's worth every penny, but this is what I have. I said, but you know what? My family, we will cherish this truck. It becomes part of our family. And when I took the keys from him, we did the deal. I said, do you want me to send pictures of us in it? Do you want to, when you fly into town, I'll take you to lunch in it. If you want to take the truck for a drive, whatever you want. And he was almost in tears. I mean, he was in tears. And he says, you know what? You got to go. And if you ever see this, just know that we love this truck. We're honored to own it. It's part of our family. I take great care of it, and I just love it. Absolutely love it. So it is a 4x4, but that's the story. And I have created some wonderful memories with my wife and kids in it, and I will continue to do so. But is that not? Look how iconic this thing is. Look at the lines. This is quintessential American right here. I'll pop the hood in a second. I have the mountain bike rack on it. He's probably cringing, but we do use the truck. And it looks so awesome to have 4 mountain bikes on the back. And then you see myself, my wife, and the 2 kids. And you know what? We're just trying to spend as much time with the family as possible and create these memories. And I hope my children will say, do you remember when Daddy and Mommy bought that truck and would take us mountain biking and take us for drives in that truck? That's the goal. So let me pause this for a second, pop the hood so you guys can see what's under the hood. All right, so here's what's under the hood. And water coming off of here. That's what's under. Beautiful. Everything works. Long tube headers, Flowmasters. AC, and everything works perfectly. Absolutely everything. So, if you ever see us driving this down to the beach, a couple surfboards in the back, mountain bikes, or to dinner or lunch, make sure you say hello. And occasionally I bring out the Supercar Sunday. I'm going to redo the hitch so I can actually pull the Supercar Sunday trailer with this. But I love this truck. And one of the best parts, check out this carpet. Look at my bag. Check out this carpet. You guys see that? Is that not awesome? And everything works. During summer to drive this on the freeway with AC on, so awesome. You've got the Kenwood cassette player. Gotta love it. So, I hope you guys enjoy that. That's one of our vehicles. I'll probably do the 66 Mustang convertible next, but I just wanted to share this with you on a beautiful day. I had to get out of the office, just go a little stir crazy and wash the truck real quick and said, you know what? Let's just get out here and shoot a video. So that's the story. Like and subscribe, more to come. Hope you're all having a great day. Supercarsunday.com, and we'll see you later.